Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're re-diving deep into an economic showdown between two friendly giants, Canada and the United States. We've got 20 fascinating power plays and industry insights that reveal just how different and similar these two nations are. Get ready to explore everything from massive stock markets to vast natural resources. Let's get started. First up, let's talk about the sheer size of these economies. The US boasts a gross domestic product, or GDP, of over $28 trillion, making it the largest in the world. Canada, while still a major player in the G7, has a GDP of around $2.2 trillion. This difference in scale is a key theme we'll see throughout our comparison. Now, let's look at the titans of industry. The US is famous for its tech giants. Companies like Apple, Amazon, and Google dominate the global market. Their combined market value is astronomical. In contrast, Canada's economic strength lies in its incredibly stable banking sector. The Big Five banks, RBC, TD, Scotiabank, BMO, and CIBC, are known worldwide for their resilience, even during global financial crises. They are the bedrock of the Canadian economy. This difference is also reflected in their stock exchanges. The New York Stock Exchange, or NYSE, is the largest in the world by market capitalization. It's a symbol of global finance. The Toronto Stock Exchange, the TSX, is smaller but punches above its weight, especially as a world leader in listing mining and energy companies. The scale is different, but the influence is undeniable. Let's shift our focus to the ground beneath our feet, natural resources. The US is a world leader in oil production, thanks in large part to its shale oil revolution. This has dramatically reshaped global energy markets. Canada, on the other hand, is home to the vast oil sands in Alberta. This makes it one of the top oil-producing and exporting countries globally, with a huge reserve of resources. And what about water? Canada holds about 20% of the world's freshwater reserves, a massive and increasingly valuable economic asset. The US also has significant freshwater resources, but Canada's sheer volume is unparalleled. This resource will only become more critical in the coming decades. Another classic North American industry is lumber. You've probably heard about the softwood lumber disputes between the two countries. Both nations have massive forestry sectors, but they often compete fiercely. This long-standing rivalry highlights how important this natural resource is to both their economies. So, we see a pattern: the US with a more diversified, service-based economy, and Canada with a strong reliance on its abundant natural resources. Hey, just taking a quick break to ask for your support. If you're enjoying this economic deep dive, please take a moment to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments which fact has surprised you the most so far. And here's a fun fact for you. The US and Canada share a deeply integrated automotive manufacturing corridor, especially around the Great Lakes. Many cars and parts cross the border multiple times before a vehicle is even finished. Alright, let's talk trade. The economic relationship between the US and Canada is one of the largest in the world, governed by the USMCA, the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement. This deal facilitates a massive flow of goods and services across the border every single day, from cars to food to energy. Innovation is another key battleground. In aerospace, we have NASA in the US, famous for landing on the moon and exploring Mars. Canada has the Canadian Space Agency and is globally renowned for the Canadarm, a series of robotic arms used on the Space Shuttle and the International Space Station. It's a story of grand missions versus specialized, critical technology. And what about the digital frontier? Everyone knows Silicon Valley in California, the undisputed global hub for tech innovation and venture capital, attracting talent and investment from around the world and producing incredible startups. Now let's turn to the people who power these economies, the workforce. Minimum wages vary significantly. In the US, it's a patchwork of federal and state laws, with some states having much higher minimums than others. Canada's provinces and territories each set their own minimum wage, which are generally higher than the US federal minimum. Healthcare also has a huge economic impact. Canada's publicly funded system means businesses do and bear the direct cost of health insurance for their employees. In the US, employer-sponsored health insurance is a major expense for companies and a significant factor in the labor market. Finally, let's talk about human capital. For years, there was concern in Canada about a brain drain, with skilled professionals leaving for higher salaries in the US. More recently, however, we've seen a brain gain, as Canada's immigration policies and quality of life attract highly skilled talent from the US and around the world. This flow of talent shows the resilience and appeal of both nations' economies. So there you have it. 20 economic power plays that define the Canada-US relationship. From the dominance of US tech and finance to Canada's resource wealth and stable banking system, the two economies are a fascinating mix of competition and deep integration. Perhaps the most surprising parallel is how they both continue to innovate, whether it's in the race to space or the race to build the next great tech hub. They are distinct, yet deeply connected neighbors shaping the future of North America together. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you found this journey as interesting as I did. We'll see you in the next video.